Let's tighten up. It's your boy, the One Piece Shark, back here again. Coming with y'all with a recording this time. It's like I said, it's gonna look like it's a live video, as it does with the premiere feature on tomorrow. But came with recording. Had a lot on my mind, especially early today with the Brian Flores situation, and we will get to that on this episode as well. But I just want to give an announcement that if you want to be a guest on the show, I'm gonna continue rolling this whole off season. I do allow guests, fan guests, anybody who come on the show. So it's my two guests tonight that I'm about to bring on in a second. They were both guys who reached out to me in DM sometime during the season. And look, I'm bringing them on now. There's a couple other people who've reached out to me as well, and I plan to bring them on as well. So if you want to be a guest on the show, I do keep my promises. I will bring you on the show. So just reach out to me. Continue to support, subscribe on YouTube, or listen on any podcast platform on Spotify, Google, Apple, you name it, Stitcher, any podcast platform. But still aiming for my 1,000 subscribers on YouTube this year. So continue to help your boy out, and we'll be back after this promo. Welcome to Let's Be Real Media, a podcast network that provides your official game plan for sports, culture, and music. Headlined by the Let's Be Real podcast, featuring P Shark, Scott Lido, Tel Shakir, Trevor, Sheedy, and Savage, and includes other podcasts like the I Don't Know Sports podcast by Savage, the Let's Tighten Up podcast by P Shark, Scooting with Sheedy by none other, the name says it itself, Sheedy, Pittsburgh County podcast by Trevor, and Let's Talk About It by Uncle Mike. You can follow us on social media at LB Real Media on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And as you can see, the website, go on the website, lbrealmedia.com, to check us out. Thanks. All right, I'm back again with my guest, man. Got my guys, Cuzzo, Mike, and Two-Tone Blueski. How y'all doing?
What up, though? Tighten up, though. You muted, dog.
So,
yeah, I'm in here. You hear me? Tighten up.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.
Well, as I like to do with every first-time guest, I like to do a little Q&A. And for y'all guys, as I always do, ask where y'all from or where y'all live now. That's how I kind of get a gauge on how you became a Titans fan. So, I guess first, Cuzzo, Mike, where you from, where you live now, and how you became a Titans fan.
Well, I am from good old Murfreesboro, the MBT, baby. Yeah. And I reps Tennessee all day, every day, while I live in Cleveland, Ohio. You dig? But yeah, man, I'm from Tennessee, raised, been there, was there up until 6 years ago, and I moved here to Cleveland, Ohio, not Tennessee. So I was pretty much, grew up a Titans fan. In sixth grade, when they came from M-Town, your city. Oh,
Unfortunately.
right. They had to move to the middle. You did. But yeah, man, when they moved to Nashville, growing up, it was like another parent that would like take us to the game and stuff. And so like that's how I actually learned football was, through the Titans and just being able to go, that was my first football game I ever went to was at Adelphia Coliseum with the Titans. So, it's in my blood, baby. I bleeds two-tone. I bleeds Tennessee.
So I like how you said
Two-tone.
Cleveland. I like how you specified Cleveland, Ohio, because it sure is a Cleveland, Tennessee.
Yeah, folks be like
I've been
Cleveland,
there.
Tennessee. No, homie, the land.
All right, man. Two-Tone Blueski. How about you, man? Where you from? Where you live now? How you became a fan?
Yeah, man. I'm from and now I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I just moved here. No,
Dang, yo, what you got cutting out again?
Yeah, man, it's that cricket, man. You gotta get away from the cricket, bro. Quit messing with Nelly. Quit messing with Nelly phone service.
yo,
Shoot, I know you can have.
yeah. I was in around a group of guys and some asked me that question, like who your team was, and
There we go.
I just, everybody was hot at the time. They won't be in the bandwagon, and then I like how they was doing, and I always like that underdog story, that people don't believe in you, but you always got something going on, and I'm just loyal. I picked them, I stuck with them. I love the I love shit. I love so that's what it do.
I appreciate the only word that really made out was underdog. Because if you watching this and you know me, you know I've been on that underdog kick from day one, and everybody been hating on it. But
Yeah,
you see,
you know,
we was the number one seed, and look what happened. They went. I'm just saying they play better as an underdog. But,
yeah, man.
Right, can you
Yeah.
repeat where you from again? I know you say you live in Fort Lauderdale now. Where you from?
Oh, I'm from Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Well, there we go. Man. So before we move forward to the next topic, tell the viewers where they can follow y'all at.
you can just follow me at Titan Tabs, TITANTABBS at Titan Tabs. It's gonna say Tighten Up Mike. Everybody call me Cuzzo. That's where I'm at. That's where I be sometimes. If not, I'm in the Heights.
uh, me, at Titans, capital TITANZ, capital BOI88. I'm trying to follow as many Titans fans as possible, so I'm gonna share it back.
For sure, man. We got a long off season ahead for all these Titans fans, but be sure to follow these guys and remember to follow me as well at LBR Titan Up or my personal account at the _P Shark. It's I talk about more than just Titans there. So if you don't care about the Memphis Grizzlies or the Memphis Tigers or Tennessee Vols, still follow me. I talk about all teams.
Yeah.
But I had this on my mind last week. I just wanted to come up with a couple of like scenarios, right? So you've been hearing a lot about, and I was, Tannehill, we saw what happened. 3 picks. Todd Downing all season. It's been horrible with the play calling. So I had to come up with a couple scenarios because there's a possibility that one or both could be back. So I just wanted to get the post of Titans Nation. And let me share my screen so I can get the Twitter poll. I did a Twitter poll today, and I want to get the actual results of the first one.
I was curious about that too. About that your poll that you had.
So the first one is here. What are your expectations in 2022, this upcoming season, if Ryan Tannehill returns, but Todd Downing doesn't? Now, this is all assuming that we do make the other pieces, needed a tight end, needed another receiver, preferably a speed receiver, adjusting the offensive line. And I eliminated the no playoff threat because since Tannehill has been a starter, we have made the playoffs. And we have won division back-to-back years. So I eliminated the no playoff threat because we better make playoffs, right? At this point. So this result kind of shocked me.
Man, bunch of unrealistic folks, I say, honestly. Like, I'm about to keep it funky. I hope y'all don't get upset with me with the things, my opinion on it, yeah, they being unrealistic. You did, because Tannehill, look, man, this is my whole thing with Tannehill, real talk. We all try to champion Tannehill. We all tried to make sure we had his back. We all tried to just, have, the stats and excuses why he had inconsistent games. At the end of the day, Tannehill is really not. I mean, he's not a play. Blueski getting mad. Tannehill is not a playmaker, bruh. Tannehill is not a consistent playmaker. You dig what I'm saying? He too spotty. He too spotty like you are network. That's he too spotty for real. So I just think bringing them back. I think go ahead, bring them back. Let's keep some consistency with the team. But it's time to go ahead and start drafting. Time to draft his backup. It's time to really hold his feet to the fire and make him in competition like he did with Mariota. Real talk. Either you gonna sink or you gonna swim. And he had every piece. He had a floater. He had a bulldozer. He had every piece he needed in that game. And you saw what he did. He went out. He did Tannehill, aka Little Jimmy G.
Hey,
That's that's how I feel about it. So I think yeah, I went with the divisional title on playoffs. They're gonna be mad
yeah.
at me. I don't care. Like I want to see the squad do better, but I don't think the squad. I don't think we had every piece. Tannehill. Only
Hmm.
thing Tannehill had to do was go out and make the right plays, the right
Hmm.
throws. And time after time, he let us down. I was somebody who said Tannehill was somebody who could win the game, but he's somebody who can contribute to the game. And this time he didn't even really he didn't contribute when he needed to.
Hmm.
That's my two
Totally.
cents.
I totally agree. That was my yeah, this did shock me looking at this poll. And like I said, we're not trying to demean Tannehill, but it's like one of the
No.
things. It's kind of like I love Teron Davenport. No, he came and spoke the truth. He was like, I think they capped out with Tannehill. I think that got as far as they're gonna get with him.
Yeah.
And two things could be true. He did well for us. He got us to where we are now, but
Yeah.
also we might be capped out unless
Yeah.
San Francisco did get to Super Bowl with Jimmy G one time. Maybe we can,
One
you know,
time.
maybe we
I
can get
feel
lucky.
I feel like that was Tannehill's one time. I
Hmm.
really do. I feel like next year, um, here go the other thing since we talking about Tannehill. Tannehill has had every excuse on why he was not successful, and going to his past, you could say he was at a bad organization.
Yeah.
Now with us, it's like okay, you was with a viable organization. You was behind the best running back, in the game. They gave two, even though they wasn't healthy all throughout the year, but you had two wide receivers, playmaking wide receivers, and then the backups they were stepping up whenever they had to come in. So all the excuses that Tannehill has had, pretty much, you had your chance. You had your chance, and you threw it away. Not once, not twice, but three times. You threw it away, dog. So I mean, I'm not saying get rid of them, but we gotta be honest about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. Two-time Blueski, what you got?
He got a
Throw us
steel
up again.
face. I'm sorry, Blueski. I'm sorry, man. You spotty on this, dog. You spotty. I'm sorry,
I'm
man.
I'm here. You good? I'm here.
Uh,
I mean, if I'm gonna jump in on it, then I mean, look, I don't. I mean, it's like this. I mean, if you're gonna be 100, I mean, be 100. Like, yeah. Yeah, he was spotty. I mean, it wasn't really wrong. Like too much on it, but I would say I would want to see a change or more out of Downing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I think we all want to see more of the offense, period. And I mean, I guess we just relaying all that to Downing, but I mean, each of the players, they could be more consistent. Got the O line that can gel better. I mean, but it got to start with being healthy first, taking that in consideration. But I mean, we're supposed to be in the Super Bowl this year. I mean, it's not no question. It's no question we really shouldn't have lost that game. I mean, we the potential was there. So I could understand where you can see where he might end up at, but as far as the expectations, especially right now, pre free agency, pre-draft, you would have to say it's a Super Bowl. Because just because we fell short, that mean that we right there. And the thing about the team is, if you look at, if you look at Mike Vrabel's history on how he makes his corrections, we went previous year how our defense was to this year. Any area of weakness, we don't repeat it after season after season. That's not been the track record. So you would have to assume then that this upcoming season, Mike Vrabel is going to find a way to fix the offense some way, how whether it's put a fire on the Ryan Tannehill, replace Todd Down, or whatever's going to happen. But it's no shortage that we aiming for gold, no matter who doing it, whether we got to put somebody up, next man up, whatever, by any means necessary. So I would have to say that the expectation has to be, because you can't fall just short, have to make subtle changes with the way they do things and say that they're not aiming for gold next year. So it got to be, because that's what it's all about. We all want it. Us, J-Rob, Amy, that's the whole point of the turnaround. The new jerseys, why she building a new stadium? We trying to build a championship culture, and that starts by winning. So we got to say we're going for gold, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
I
I respect it.
yeah. I respect that too. I think definitely we going for gold, but it's
Yeah.
Tannehill. The
Yeah.
It's Tannehill the piece. It's Tannehill the piece. Is he the piece to get us to forget get us there? Is
To
he the
win
piece
it.
to win it?
Well,
Is he gonna kiss the Lombardi?
it's,
Would he kiss the Lombardi if he was with the Chiefs? If he was with the Bengals, would he be?
see. So
Would,
I told my guys on Let's Be Real podcast, I was like, if Tannehill is back, I'm not. His contract is gonna be hard to trade, even if you trading for Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers because of the dead cap hit and all of that. I understand all of that. I also said we can go the San Francisco route and Kansas City route. Remember, Alex Smith was the quarterback, and they drafted Pat Mahomes, and he sat behind him for a year. San Francisco this past year drafted Trey Lance, sat behind Jimmy G, and Trey Lance starting next year, especially the way Jimmy G performed. So if that not, this is consider a weak draft for quarterbacks, but if you find a quarterback you really like and we got a later pick, go ahead and take him this year, sit behind Tannehill. That's another option. But I was like, if Tannehill's back as starting quarterback, I've seen the past 2 years, 13 points and what we scored 16 in the playoff games. Todd Downing wasn't the coordinator for both of the games. And I gave Tannehill all the reasons. Last year, Corey Davis got hurt, didn't show up. Jadu Smith disappeared. This year, throughout the season, everybody was hurt. Everybody's back in their playoff game. So it's kind of hard to keep giving him the reason, especially as bad as he played. But if he's back, I'm like you, Cuzzo, Mike. I'm gonna temper my expectations. Like, I still want Super Bowl. Let's not get it twisted. But I don't believe a Super Bowl is happening with him. He could prove me wrong. And of course, we would love for him to prove us wrong. But to be realistic, I'm expecting he hasn't won a playoff game the last 2 years. I just want a playoff win. Give me one. Let's start with a playoff win first. Because
yeah,
now
dog.
we lost 2 home playoff games. So I need to win. I need to see a home playoff win because we haven't won a home playoff game since 2003.
Man, I hate to say this, but I would hate for Vrabel to get the the Schottenheimer curse. You did. You remember Schottenheimer?
Yep.
He would be great all season long, and then when it comes to the playoffs, he'll poop the bed on you. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like it just seems like when the playoffs come, it's like or I don't want to say like they haven't been ready under Vrabel in the playoffs, but it just seemed like it just they don't come out and play their game, or just something crazy happen. Like the first year with Pease, Pease came out and was like how Vrabel was like, he was gonna run the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then and then the year after that, what happened? It just when we get to the playoffs, man. Like I said, it's like we poop the bed on them. We don't go out and perform. We don't go out and look like they was ready to be number one. You
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah.
Yeah. That's true, man. It's all speculation, I guess, because I guess the exciting part is the off season, because it's like, I guess what changes we gonna make, who we gonna let
Mm-hmm.
go of, who we gonna keep, who we gonna sign, who we gonna draft, and how all that's gonna come together come this fall. So, because look what happened in this one off season alone, Or if you look at the team and how it transitions kind of from each offseason, the pieces we pick up, the pieces we let go unexpectedly sometimes, so but yeah, I mean, I guess, if you're looking at it, I mean, realistically, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the track record, you would have reason to believe that at some point, something would go wrong or they would fall short because of, if everything had to come down to being on the shoulders of his performance alone. I mean, if we're looking at this year, or like you said, certain scenarios, but um, like I said, we'll see, because like I said, in a couple months, we're gonna be a whole new different team, honestly.
Yep.
Really like 2 months away, honestly. So we're gonna have draft and
Yeah,
free agency hit like, the
big
next month.
fact.
So yeah.
But yeah,
Especially
like
the offense.
like you saying, like Miss Amy, she definitely throwing her cards out there.
Yeah.
I feel like she let our fan base know that she wants to win. She just don't want us to buy all of this damn Titans gear, tickets, and come to the game. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? She want to win. She ready to
Facts.
put, yeah, she ready to put all that old money from her daddy straight on up,
Straight on up.
and yeah, you
Yeah.
did. So
Yep.
I'm happy with the organization.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. That's one thing I think is our strength over a lot of other teams, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah. I
yeah,
said this. I was on my guy Power Hour show last night, and I said that on there. I was like, you can criticize somebody and still be proud of the team and the organization. I mean, we made the
yeah,
playoffs 3 years in a row. We made it
Yeah.
4 of the last 6 years. We had a winning
Yeah.
record the last 6 years. The
yeah.
previous 8 years before that, we didn't make the playoffs. So you,
No,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy where we at. And I
Exactly.
hear
Exactly.
I
we are
like
we're progressing. We're
right.
Yeah.
progressing. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, you appreciate the difference because I mean you've been there. I mean it's just it's just emotional comparison. You know how well I was just telling my wife the same thing. I was like I remember the dark ages. Like, that's what I call them, the dark ages. Like
Mhm.
so we just appreciate at least like yeah we want to go. I mean who doesn't? But at least at this point as a Titans fan, it's real easy for me to be proud and say we got a winning culture. Because you used
Yep.
to have to explain yourself. You tell your people
Mhm.
you're a Titans fan, and they look at you like you cussing in church or something. Like, what's wrong with you? You're a Titans fan. Like,
yeah,
what? And then you
yeah.
got to puff your chest out, and you got to stand 10 toes down, and let them know, yeah, I'm a Titans fan. Like, say something, like.
Hey, it
But
was hard. It was
yeah,
hard.
but I mean
Yeah.
that's what it comes to, and that's why it feels so much better now. Like, if you was a true fan, that's why it feel good now. You're not just jumping on because you was there, and it's like, yeah, this is what I knew we could do. But it's like we keep putting it together, but we just got to put it all together, man. That's the day I'm waiting on, man. We gotta get our first job. We got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog. I mean, we still kind of get them looks like, okay, the Titans, yeah, y'all had Henry,
Yeah,
that's cool,
Uh-huh.
But
we ain't
yeah,
never good enough, man.
Got to get over
No,
the hump.
hey, so we the underdogs.
there it is.
Yo, it's a lot of people that might watch this and be like, "Oh, here he go again." But yo,
They
it's just
do.
what, it's just what it is. I've been
Yeah.
across. You right. I've been across this whole country, and they see my Titans hat. They see whatever I'm wearing,
You
and
know it.
they be like, "Oh, you a Titans fan? Yeah." Oh, okay. So where you live at in Tennessee? No, I live in Cleveland. And they be like, "You a Titans fan?" So,
It be
you know,
like that.
yeah.
It be like that.
Other franchises, it's normal to go,
Hmm.
to a different state, see a Cowboys fan, see a
Yeah.
Steelers fan, whatever, whatever. But tight, for us, it's like if you a Titans fan, you must be from Tennessee. But we
That's
expand.
there soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. So the next hypothetical situation involved life without Tannehill, but with Todd Downing. Once again, it's just hypotheticals, and this is an assumption that we actually do get a trade for Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, because
Man,
we better because basically we get Ricky. I expect Ricky to sit behind Tannehill, and we better not trade him for no Jimmy G. He's better than Jimmy G. I mean, just let's, let's just let's keep it a buck. Jimmy G getting to the conference finals doesn't have no meaning on Tannehill. Like,
yeah, I would
so
agree.
everybody resounding it. So this lets me know that all the fans are basically saying Todd Downey is the biggest problem more so than Tannehill. Do
Yeah,
y'all agree with that?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I would say, let me see. I guess I guess in the NFL everything is about consistency, and I mean we got to look at this everybody. Like if if a rookie had a bad rookie year, he can bounce back the second year. If a quarterback don't come out this year, or if you have, maybe you had a good year, you have a bad year. But it's about stringing these things together when we judge people, because we can have things and we'll talk about it. But like, I mean, for real, if Tannehill came out next year and won the Super Bowl, the one of y'all, like all this would diminish. It wouldn't even
Right.
matter. Honestly, it'd be like, oh, and I mean not just about this conversation, but to his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
When nobody talking about, the picks he had this season. So I mean, so it's always chance for redemption, and I just try to stand on the effort that if that's going with this scenario, then okay, we're giving them a second chance. So this is the year that we could throw pitchforks and say whatever, because then we would see consistency. Because either you're good or you're not. I mean, end of the
Right.
day, that's what it is. So okay, so if this is what we could do, honestly, I look at it like this: we can't do worse. How can we come around and do worse than what we did if this was bad, quote unquote?
bruh,
So and,
bruh.
but if we get rid of them and we just have Downing, my only faith is because of who J. Rob and Vrabel are, that whoever they place, because apparently someone's there, we're gonna be very competitive. I don't know who it is, but we're gonna be something to talk about. So if we make that, but yeah, Downing would have to, and that would definitely rest on his shoulders, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring a vet, somebody know they can get the job done. They want to win now,
Mm-hmm.
and the only variable would be Downing about his consistency. So that's how I would look at it.
Yeah, you said the main word to me is consistency. I'm not one that wants to change. If you go, I say, all right. If Downing leaves, then yeah, I'm still going with the division title on playoffs, because Tannehill is gonna have a whole nother offensive coordinator to
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
to to start getting in rhythm with.
Yep.
They're gonna have the all the things of football verbiage and what he likes and what he likes and what he's
yeah,
trying to do. And I have, this is the offense I want to run, but these are the players that I
Mm-hmm.
have. So that's why I'm like pretty much consistency.
yeah,
If this is what we have, as far as what cap go, and we're not gonna do like the Rams and just book it,
Yeah.
we going and we getting two players for the whole draft. You did.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So I'm just like in my head, if Downey stays, Tannehill needs to stay too.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
So all right. So
yeah,
with with
yeah,
that with that right there being said, as far as Downing goes, is how good our running game goes. I got this little thing I be calling the Fisher curse, and that's what the Titans is under.
Yep.
That's what we under. Run game and strong defense and time of possession. That's
yeah,
tight. That's Titans football. We had the chance to spread it out, and they didn't. They stuck
Mm-hmm.
with the run game, strong defense, and time of possession. You
yeah,
did. So with them coming back, if they stay under that Fisher curse and they do it right, we could go ahead and win that playoff game.
yeah,
But how far, that's a lot of ifs and buts. Candy and nuts will all have a Merry Christmas right there. You did.
yeah,
So I just look at it like, if you're gonna keep Downing, you know, go ahead and keep Tannehill, like you said, draft that quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
have him waiting in the wings, have him getting ready, hold the feet to Tannehill a little bit. You did. Have Tannehill, don't let him get comfortable. Don't let him get comfortable. So yeah, man, that's what I say. Go ahead, keep him. Screw it. This is what we got. This is what we gonna run with. I had an old pit bull, you know, that maybe didn't look the best, but you know what? I ran with him, and he was a good boy, and that's how I'm looking at it.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. I think like my only concern is like, like I agree with exactly, yeah, keep them together, because like I said, then this would definitely be like, the year of like it's no excuse. And then because I'm gonna just add to this fact right here. Okay. We whether we keep, whoever we keep, if we keep all of them, let's just say, however you put it, whether we keep Foreman, Hiller, or both, or however that go, then okay. So they've been playing together and playing with the offensive line, okay. So then we got Julio, and now I'm gonna speak about the Julio situation because with Ryan Tannehill the previous season, if y'all remember, he got together with AJ Brown and Nick and a couple other receivers, and they was throwing in the offseason. Julio
Mhm.
came in and trained. They never got that time together.
Yep.
So if we can at least consider that now with this offseason, they can have that time to just see everybody that would be coming back now has time to gel a little bit better. And that's why it's really, this would be, season 22, no excuse. Because now you have time. You can't say, oh, I ain't have time to gel. You got
Mhm.
Foreman and them who can, or whoever that can have time in the offseason with Henry to really formulate a plan that can work. It's really like with the time given. And that's why I say it's interesting to see what pieces we can add to this mix. Of course, the tight end, probably see the shake up in the O line, and you're gonna have to see. See, that's why I think the consistency might break a little. I think we might see something major happen in the O line, and so. But as long as we can keep them together, like you said, I agree with you. It's about consistency because think about everybody I just named. Majority of them people are coming back, so there's no reason why this offense shouldn't have this offseason to get that shit together and take flight on them like they know they're supposed to.
P, I would like to get your opinion on Julio, and then I would like to say a little bit on Julio. What you think?
So, of course, hindsight's 2020. I still like the trade. He just got hurt. Man, he can't do nothing. I mean, he had a hamstring, bothered him all year. At the end of the season, he was there. Him and Tannehill tried to get some chemistry. He played well in that playoff game. And I don't know why he wasn't on the field on that last 3rd and 5 play. He should have been on the field.
You want to know why he wasn't on the field? Because he was hurt. That's why he was hurt
Again.
again. That's why. Look, man, I
You think
didn't
so?
want. I didn't want Julio. I, you know, I said it. I said it all the whole time. I was cool with just the 3rd round draft pick. In the beginning, that people was like, give him a first, give him what they want, bring Julio. I was like, keep it within reason. We got him. He in two-tone. I'm going to rock with him. But I really don't see Julio being able to contribute. I don't see Julio being Julio
Hmm.
being able to contribute like how his years in Atlanta was. If he comes back, cool. You did what I'm saying, but I don't think we need to put so much emphasis on him being in this
Yeah.
offense again. You did. I think it's time to let some younger cats. If Julio ain't healthy, don't think he gonna come back in 2-3 games and take it over because
Hmm.
I don't see it happening. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was just I just thought pretty much like we got him for the playoffs. He got in the playoffs and he did what he could. And at the end of the day, that hamstring probably got him again. Like homeboy, I don't know how hamstrings work, but he on his last one and it's pulling. You
It
dig?
is.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I think that's why wide receivers all season need not so much to replace Julio, but to have we didn't have a third receiver. When him and AJ went down, it was like Nick Westbrook and Keenan was cool. He got better. He played well this season, but he ain't
Mhm.
he's not your third receiver. You need to get a legit third receiver who can come in if Julio goes down again. If AJ go down again, AJ had his injury
Yep.
problems, so you need somebody that you could trust more in that third spot that can move up.
I thought Racy McMath was gonna do a little bit more, and they did put him in the second half of the season more,
Yeah,
but he didn't produce like how I was hoping. And the homie Marcus
I was about
Johnson,
to say he actually was, but he got
yeah,
hamstring. These
yeah,
yeah,
hamstrings, man.
yeah.
man, them hamstrings,
Them
man, they
hammies, man.
AJ had hamstring early in the season too.
Yeah,
bruh, what's going on? Is it the weather? Is it the air? What
I don't
is
know,
it?
man. Some,
So,
I'm excited to see Mason Kinsey, man. For real, I like what I seen
yeah.
from him earlier this in preseason, man. I'm excited to see it, man. That's what I said. I'm trying to see how they're gonna put it together, man. Because we got pieces. We forgetting about this was crazy. Y'all remember in the preseason, man? We had so many good players. Like they really couldn't. They couldn't keep everybody. You know,
Yep.
we had a lot of good players. They had to make some decisions for real, for real. Like so, we forget about them because we ain't seen them. A lot of them on the practice squad, or but they're gonna make some decisions, man. And they've been developing too. So we don't know, somebody gonna step up. We're gonna have one practice squad player that's gonna shine this year that we're not expecting. And that's what we need. We need them unsung heroes to shine up and help us go to the next level, man.
Little sidebar with Mason Kinsey. Was it because he was the shifty white guy in the slot?
Said the shit. Hey, he,
Every team need one. Every
Yep.
team need
hey,
that shifty white receiver in the slot. And I was
yeah,
like, throw his ass out there.
Right,
Throw
they
him
should have
on
gave
out
him a
there.
shot somewhere, man. All these injuries we
Yeah.
had, and they never I think they gave him 1 week, and he had I guess he was kickoff return. He wasn't.
Yeah.
He was
yeah,
underwhelming. It's like,
Yeah.
right, get him out more than that one opportunity. Anyway.
Man, I think on offense sometimes it was seeming like they was going with the money. You did like they was trying to make sure that they got their money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to say that because Vrabel will put somebody out there that we ain't never even heard, that they just came 2-3 weeks later, Shoot, for real. Like it'd be like
yeah,
he's been
No,
here
it's
for 3 weeks and he's did good in practice, he's gonna start. And it'd be like, all right, let's see. Tighten
yeah.
up.
but,
Yeah, but you can't deny that part of our culture that he brought on, during these last couple of years, it's been exciting. Y'all can honestly admit that we haven't been rotating these many players like in a while. Like we
Oh
bring them
no.
in, put them out. I mean, we
Yeah.
do that. We do
mm-hmm.
We
that for
we
real.
we broke that record. We broke that record for like how many starters? It
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
91 starters or
91
Well, no,
something.
not
players.
even
Yeah.
just this season. Like when you just look at the last couple seasons, like even people like I'm just saying, like looking like when we let go of like Jarrell Casey or something, you know what I mean? Or like certain things that you probably ain't see coming, or like some big names you just see like you can see it's really getting to performance based. It's like either we're
Yeah.
gonna win or but I don't care who you are. If you're not
Yeah.
performing, gotta
Dog,
go.
that's
I seen that.
that's like what I would say. They setting the standard. You feel me?
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel I feel like we finally have like a for real standard that they're looking for, And yeah, man. And it don't matter who it is, really, what you did before. It's like
Yep.
this is our standard. This is what we're looking for. If you can't produce that, then we gonna put you back on the practice squad. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with
Yeah.
that. I like that. Yeah, I
And,
like that.
and for our
Yeah.
last hypothetical scenario, this includes both of them returning here, as we have alluded to. If you think Todd Dallas is returning, you might as well bring him back with Tannehill. If you so they a package deal. And I know one our Titans fan of the year, Stephanie, she did mention on Twitter, she was like, she agreed with, she thinks Dallas should come back and give him just a second chance because I know, and my initial argument, she said it was like, he wasn't good in Oakland. But then I saw her, I hadn't responded to her yet, but she responded to another fan. She was saying, like, he only had 1 year in Oakland, too. And I was like, you know what? She made a good point right there. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand, like, he's been bad one of those years in both places, but I'm like, there's something about consistency. I still would prefer him gone, but if they do come back with him, I'm not going to, act like it's the end of the world. And I see the Twitter votes were division title playoffs. So that lets me know nobody believes in Downey. Because when it was Ryan Tannehill without Downey, Super Bowl was number one answer. When it was anything with Downey returning, with or without Tannehill, division title playoffs was number one.
Yeah. And see that I
Hey,
just think people I don't think people fully just thinking as far as like bringing in a new offensive coordinator, what that means, unless you bring in somebody that that's well known to run a certain kind of offense that produces, like
Mm-hmm.
like if we was to get lucky and get Eric,
The enemy, something like that,
yeah,
yeah.
like what he can do, the type of players that he likes to run, you know what I mean? But if they just pull somebody up like what they did with Arthur, then it's gonna be a learning period.
yeah.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt Titans Twitter ablaze. You
Mm-hmm.
know. So
You know? Yeah.
So yeah, this is what happens. It's looking like based on comments by Mike Vrabel about Todd Downing and based on today's comments by John Robinson about Tannehill, it still is just February, so a lot can happen between now. And the information does change. Does
yeah,
not let me know. The stuff does change over time. You can
yeah.
see somebody they love in the draft. They can see, we can actually get Russell Wilson and actually swing the deal or Aaron Rodgers out. If it comes down to both of them, hypothetically, if we really could get Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, both of them wanted to come here, and theoretical trade could happen, which one or two would y'all prefer? Me personally, Russell
Blueski,
Wilson.
Blueski, what you got, Blueski?
All hypotheticals.
That's crazy. Shit. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna just answer it like this. I feel like we can win. I feel like if that was to happen, I feel like we can win one. With either one of them. But this is why I sit on the fence with it. I sit on the fence because I feel like, okay, let's take that road where we win one with Aaron Rodgers. Okay, we win one with Rodgers, but Rodgers doesn't have that much longevity. He probably be, once he get that one,
He might be gone.
that might satisfy him. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He might feel good, or and then we don't have that much left. But I feel Wilson might could do a run.
Yeah.
We might go on a run with Wilson, because he's young enough. He's young enough to run it out again and then make it happen. And when you look at his track record, I mean, he healthy. He don't really, his injury rate isn't so. We're talking about somebody who looks like, the durable, who, can be a scrambler, run some play action real good. We can get some good chemistry. I just, and then that's what I'm saying, because we're trying to build a team. I mean, if we really wanted, I think Rodgers would be more the desperate move because we know this is a smaller window. I think we got a larger window with Wilson if we went that way. So if I had to pick, I would lean towards that because, I mean, I want to win in culture. I don't want to win in moment. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to highlight. You want the whole thing. I
you
agree
know,
with you. We all in agreement because I say Russell too because he fits more of what we do. You
Exactly.
know, he
yeah.
fits more of what we do as far as the run game.
Mm-hmm.
Offense with our offense is set up to be able to scramble a little bit more. You know, so yeah, man. I mean, y'all, that's what I say. He fits Titans organization, Titans football, and I would absolutely love to see Russell and Henry, and like think about Henry and Mariota, but this time we got Russell and Sierra in the stands. Oh, yo, oh my God. Oh man, I'm telling you,
like,
it's
Hey,
trouble.
that's what's up,
like
though.
Trouble.
Titans fans and me. I barely watch national media anymore, and Titans fans get so mad at watching national media. The reason they don't talk about us because they never believed in Tannehill, and we believed in him. Then he let us down. So, hey, if he's back next year, man, I mean, I'm like I said, we still gonna tighten up. We still gonna
Yeah,
cheer for him. I still
yeah,
expect the division tight end playoffs, but he need
yeah.
to find a way to get past at least a playoff win. I think at this point, win a home playoff game at this point, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Let,
Yeah.
let, let me say this real quick on the Tannehill thing. The little cat Darrington, aka Clownington, y'all might not know who I'm talking about, but if he's watching this or one of his partners is watching this, he was right. Okay, he was right. Tannehill was not, the great Messiah to get us there. Darrington, you were right. You're still a clown in my eyes, but you
oh man.
right. You know what I'm saying? A broke clock is still right 2 times a day, so you got one.
Man. Well, we got a long off season ahead. Like I said, this show gonna continue, and we'll break down throughout different episodes. I break down on what needs as they come about. My next episode, the Senior Bowl is coming up this Saturday, so my next episode will be centered around the Senior Bowl and preview on the Super Bowl. But moving on to NFL news, we had two big bombshells today. We'll start with the first one, and Tom Brady retiring. How y'all? What y'all thoughts? I guess about the. What y'all thoughts about the whole? Here go my opinion. I knew he retired when Alan Shelton reported it. I knew that he just got mad because somebody in his camp reported it to them, and they reported that he wanted to get out himself. How do y'all feel about the whole situation and just Tom Brady period in his career, him retiring?
Screw Tom Brady. No,
I know. I could be doing it though.
I'm
Great player.
playing, man. No. He's definitely, he's definitely football legend. You can call him the. I don't believe in calling people goats. That's my own personal preference, but definitely somebody that. We could, when we get old and we talking to our kids or nephews, whoever, about football, and we can tell them like, yeah, we watch Tom Brady's career, like how the old heads talk to us about Montana and talk to us about whoever, we can say, yeah, we watched Tom Brady's career and he was great. And I think he went out, on a high note. I don't think he went out like a sucker or like a loser. And
Mm-hmm.
he did it. He did it, and he did it right. And that's just keeping it true. And I'm not a Tom Brady's fan whatsoever. Real talk, but
Yeah.
respect. Real recognize real and respect. Avocado ice cream. There you go, dog. Eat it up.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, the same thing. Like, like I told you, I like the other 12 better anyway, but but no. I mean, but his career, man, you can't, like you say, you can't take that from him, man. I mean, it's really nothing else to be said, man. He didn't set the bar high,
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of people. And I mean, that's his legacy, man. And he earned that. He got that. I just say that it's real interesting, I mean, really open up, doors. I mean, when you're getting people, that's competitive like that, the league, all that says is, like Drew Brees, okay, and Tom Brady going, Phillip Rivers was going. I mean, even though they didn't win as many as him, they still made it hard for other teams to beat them sometimes. These were elite quarterbacks, can't take nothing
Mm-hmm.
from them. So as they leave, it's really opening up the door for this new generation. So I'm more so, I'm happy for him, he has, if that's what he want to do, live his life. I'm all about people having their success but also having the time, to live your life. But I'm curious to see what's gonna happen to the Bucks now.
Right.
That's what I'm ready to see. Like, what's going to happen? That whole division crazy, really, when we think about it. I mean, the
Yeah.
Saints got a quarterback.
Saints.
What's going on with the
Mhm.
Falcons, the Carolina? Now, that division going to be the new, and they're going to go 6-6 like the NFC did East the other year, man. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Man,
that's
let's
great.
go. Let's go ahead and trade Tannehill for some of them draft picks. No, I'm playing.
Uh,
I'm playing. But
Hey, nah, the
hey,
Saints negative 76 million in cap space. I know.
woo, yeah, that can't do
yeah.
nothing. That can't do nothing. Dang. But yo, what you was saying about setting the bar is slick. The thing I was thinking about with Tom Brady is he has set the bar like as far as playing, at what is he, 44, 45?
44. Yep.
44. Yo, he didn't set that bar for all athletes across sports. And the only
Mm-hmm.
other
Yep.
person to do it was Jordan. You did. So I mean, yeah, you can't head on his legacy, and I'm gonna be happy if my nephew, grow up playing football and I can be like, yeah, I watched Tom Brady play,
hmm
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, that make us like some OGs, and we don't even know it yet.
Right. Watched him his whole career.
yeah,
Man, salute
yeah,
to man. Salute to TB12. Like I said, I didn't like him his whole time with the Patriots. Didn't come to even care for him until he got to the Bucks, honestly, because he was out of my conference. That's how I
yeah,
feel. I love
yeah.
like even now. I like Deshaun Watson. I need him out of my division though before I care.
Right,
hopefully,
before you care about him.
hopefully he gets out there, and I still hope he gets out the silver case. And I did include him in the trade with the Titans because it's division. They ain't trading within no division. I've seen a lot of people mention him. Let's keep it real now. But
Nah.
man, salute to TB12. No, he had a couple things in his career that made a lot of rules out of him. The tuck rule. You can't hit the quarterback because of him when he tore his ACL. Can't hit the quarterback slow.
Yeah.
Of course, you remember
Yo.
Deflate Gate.
Yeah.
Spygate wasn't his fault. That was more the organization, but Deflategate was him. So he has things, but 7 Super Bowls, 10 Super Bowls he went to in 22 years. I
Yep.
mean, that's hard to
Can't take it.
Yeah. He going out like old Tricky Dick. Rick
Yeah.
right.
Richard Nixon. He got some skeletons in his closet, but
Yeah. Yeah.
he,
But then got his wife, Giselle. She got bread too. They can
exactly.
they
He
can kick
could.
back and do something. You know what I mean? That's a good power couple right there. So, and I'm pretty sure, he ain't gonna just sit back. I mean, we see he got the TB tweet. If he do, we'll see something shortly. I mean, look what happened with Peyton, and you
Yeah,
see
Eli.
Breeze, and some people going to analysts, but I think
I
okay,
think
let me ask you this then. I mean, let me counter question then. If okay, so what do y'all think Tom Brady's next move is then?
I think
yo, I
sim.
go ahead, bro.
I would say similar. I don't know if it's exactly rest in peace, Kobe. I don't know if it's gonna be exactly what Kobe did, but similar to his route, what he gonna be doing, getting into a lot of different business avenues. Probably do
Yeah.
like Peyton Manning already doing a little detail thing, but I can see Tom Brady doing some stuff like that. I don't see him becoming like an analyst. We just now saw
Yeah,
his person. We just now saw it. We just now saw his personality because in New England we didn't see no personality. So
yeah,
I can see him,
true.
and but
That's
that's kind
true.
of same. Kind of same with Kobe. Kobe, he was always focused, locked in. You never saw him like off,
Yeah.
do stuff off the court. So I can see him kind of doing a little bit like how Kobe did with everything he was doing.
That's what I was about to say too. I think these last 2 seasons, when we got to actually see Tom Brady, know his personality, I ain't care for him, but once I started seeing like, oh, okay, he's kind of funny, and he can talk crap, off the football field and stuff. So yeah, I think his next move is whatever it is, whether it's on he in front of the camera, behind the camera, he gonna get paid. So that's his future. Loan money gonna get longer and new money gonna get old for him.
Yeah, yeah, that.
Yeah,
First round ballot, Hall of Fame. You know that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All day.
Yep. And to the more serious news, and this like ate at me. I was pissed off seeing the story. We all knew what went on when Brian Flores got fired from the Dolphins, and it all came out today with him suing the NFL after Bill Belichick sent him some text messages saying thank him on the Giants job 3 days before he had the interview because he texted wrong Brian. He texted Brian Flores and he meant Brian Daboll, which is still questionable if Bill Belichick strategically did that. To bring this all out, there's still a question mark on that, but we can't prove that. But
I ain't even think of that, yo.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, dang, yo.
But what are y'all thoughts about the whole? We already know about racism and Rooney Rule out there, but how y'all feel about the events that transpired today?
Can I keep it all the way true, or we
Mm-hmm.
gonna
Oh yeah,
keep
you got it.
Let's go.
we gonna keep it light?
So let's be real, media man. Let's be real.
This on some real talk. This needed to happen
Mm-hmm.
because all just about all season long, I was saying, how come Eric Bieniemy is not getting a chance? How
Mhm.
come? And they kept going back to, I guess like he had like a domestic dispute or something, or maybe like a sexual assault against a female that got
Mm-hmm.
that got dropped or thrown away. So folks kept saying that, and then of course, folks. I'm gonna keep it funky. White folks, well, why don't the best guy get the job? Well, obviously, the best guy to get the job is not one but two black men, and they can't even really get a respectable interview. So, with that being said, I would like to say on your platform, pull your head out your butts and quit trying to bury your head in the sand towards racism, because it's out here. It's still
Mm-hmm.
happening. I mean, we talking about, this is the first day of Black History Month, and now
Mm-hmm.
all over the news they talking about HBCUs with bomb threats. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you love our culture. You say you love us. You say you rocking with us. Hell, we marrying your daughters, and your daughters is marrying us. So no matter how it go, quit burying your head and stand up for it, even if that means, if it come down to it, if black folks is like, we ain't supporting the NFL, then ride with us. Quit trying to argue and go back and forth with us like this ain't an issue, because it is an issue, you know. And yeah, man, I guess that's really how I feel about it. Like on a larger scale, like I appreciate him putting that lawsuit out there
Mm-hmm.
because so many people, just and the dude from the Texans too.
Yeah,
He should hop on that
that was
lawsuit.
beautiful. Yep.
Yeah, he deserved to lose that job. He took nothing and made a little something. But just to finish it all up, I would like to say to my Caucasian brothers from the Caucasus Mountains, y'all ain't in the mountains no more. We all together down here, and we all gotta, be real about the situation. Jay-Z getting that job with the NFL don't mean things didn't change.
Mm-hmm.
It take all of us. It take all of us. See, I'm black, but look at my hands. They white on the inside. It take all
Mm-hmm.
of us, man. It take all of us. Shit. That's really how I feel on the situation. If y'all can't get involved, then y'all go ahead and fall in line. But yeah, something gotta change. And I'm glad he put the lawsuit out there. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add to what you're saying pretty much, but I mean, it's never nothing that you like to see, and I'm not gonna say, I'm not surprised, but it's unfortunately it's also a part of our culture, and what I mean by that is the fight. We in areas of life, and in this one we're speaking about football. We haven't achieved these such milestones, but we're still fighting. Like we haven't achieved the ultimate goal yet, so we still have a plethora of battles going on, and unfortunately, this is just one of them. So this is just the steps. Like we'll get there because this is what we do. Again, this is in our culture. But what we're witnessing is the transition, and it's going to be resistance. It's going to be fight. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be casualties. This is what's going to happen. But because we're bringing more awareness to it and light on the situation that we're bringing, that we just got to keep doing what we're doing. And we'll get the results. I mean, we're seeing changes. I mean, even if you look at the amount of black head coaches that have that have that have come through, or more coordinators that have been black, or even when we could talk about getting to the quarterbacks themselves being black.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's been steps to now we have women coordinators. you know we have women owners. That's why I'm proud to have a woman owner. Out of
Yeah.
the a lot of the guys we had, and the way that she done turn this organization around. But
Yeah,
in this whole blend of diversity, it's a fight because that's what it is, because the presence that we're fighting is still out there, because it's still powerful. We have to.
uh-oh.
Nah, man, he was doing so
Uh,
well.
I know, right? I know. It sound. I don't know. It sound like his wife might have been calling. It sound like something. He had to go real quick. So,
Mm.
but what you
Well,
think about it, P?
man, like I said, just reading stories, man, it was like it's like you're never surprised, right? It's like it keeps happening, and it's just like, man, you just hate it. I hate it for him. I hate it when he got fired. Then now hearing everything, I hate it for him. And
Mm,
he about to be blackballed because of it. But hey, he said, hey, as much as I love to coach the game, I mean, you're getting blackballed. You
yeah,
getting you over here interviewing for a job. They already know who they're hiring because they're trying to satisfy the Rooney Rule. They just
yeah.
need to eliminate the Rooney Rule. Like
I'm
it's
glad
making
you
you
said that.
right. He's making you interview black coaches when they really not. You can easily interview somebody and act like you're not finna hire them, or act like
Hmm.
act like they really got shot. They know they ain't got a shot. So
Yeah,
it sucks. Get rid of the rule. Hey, hopefully this lawsuit comes to something. But Henry, I don't know what much we really all could do, because it comes down to the owners having to change their heart. The owners are all white,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, it just I mean, it, look, man, you can't help but to bring Kaepernick up in this
Yep, it
situation
starts with that.
because everything Kaepernick was really kneeling for and trying to fight, you know, speak up against, just what a few months later, it was right there in front of everybody's eyes.
Yep,
And they made it strictly, people and media made it strictly about the flag and soldiers, and that's not what he was fighting for. So now here we are all over again with a racial issue dealing with the NFL. And I just think that a lot of fans, mainly, Caucasian fans really need to like, step up and quit just thinking that, well, it's just about the game. These are people's lives. These are, these men, you know, like Blueski was saying, they fight their whole life from childhood all the way into an adult to get in these positions. They do way more than what some of us do at our 9 to 5. So, I think all of that needs to be taken into play, and I think people really, like I said, need to quit burying their heads in the sand and step on up. And if you're not gonna step up, then just move to the side and quit trying to bicker with us about what's clearly here in front of all of us, in front of all of our face. So I'm happy he took a stand like that. Real talk.
Yep. Yep. You need to, man. Somebody needs to. Hopefully it's to start something that's changing. As y'all know, I got to
Stand
listen.
stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And that
Right.
that that, that man right there, he stood up for something. So whatever happens, black ball or not, he ain't gonna fall. That's how I feel.
Yep. Man, and this came on the eve of, the championship week games ending and everything. Uh I say Blueski still out, but yeah, it's bothersome, but hopefully things do get turned around in the future. As y'all know, we got the Let's Be Real podcast every morning with my guys, Skylar, and everybody. So we will talk about this, of course, on Let's Be Real. We actually have spaces every Thursday too. Probably talk about on spaces Thursday at 8:30 Central as well. So it won't be the last time y'all hear me talk about it. I probably, over a couple of days of settling in, probably have a little more I don't know how you explain a little more, like more. Yeah, I have more thoughts about it, right? So
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now it's all this happened today. So man, it's a step he took. So we on
Well,
it.
let me ask you before we get up off of here, who you got in the Super Bowl, man? Are you waiting till Saturday?
I'm gonna go ahead and announce because information can't change. Give me it's a tough one. And so now I have the Bengals. I know a lot of people are gonna pick the Rams because the defensive line, but I saw Joe Burrow getting sacked 9 times by our defensive line, still beat us. And Matthew Stafford, I've been on Matthew Stafford here this season since that's I flew out to LA for that Titans game.
I
I saw that
remember.
I saw that performance in person.
Yeah,
And he really didn't play well down the stretch. He finally broke through in with that last pass against the Bucks. And I was like, okay, he turned the corner. Then
yeah.
against the 49ers, he kind of, you know,
Was spotty.
and
Yeah,
the Bengals defense is opportunistic. They don't drop picks. They when
yeah,
they get a chance to get the ball, they don't let it go. And they defense came up big in that second half against the Chiefs. So give
yeah.
me the Bengals in a really close game. As of right now, information may change. It's 2 weeks from now, but give me the Bengals as of now.
Well, I'm calling them Cleveland rejects. They Cleveland rejects to me,
Man,
but they a tough team. They definitely a problem in the future, most definitely. But I'm a Stafford fan. I'm happy for him. I
yeah.
think yeah, I was Stafford fan when he was at Georgia. Loved I'm a Stafford fan, man. So I'm riding with the Rams. I'm riding with my fan pick, which are my Titans ain't in it. So I'm gonna just be a groupie for Matthew Stafford and go Stafford. You know, I can't pick the Bengals because they knocked us out, and I live in Cleveland. Cleveland is my second
Yeah.
home, so I can't go against I can't do it. They the rejects. You know
See, I'm the
they they,
opposite.
they
I'm
couldn't
the
survive.
opposite.
They couldn't survive these winners on the lake. So get on.
Hey, man, cool Joe Burrow, a whole different beast. But yeah, I'm like the opposite of Titans fans. I actually want the team we lost to win it because I could be like, hey, we lost to the team that won it.
Yeah, I said that too. That's a good
Yeah,
point. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
who you got, Blueski?
I'm going yeah, I'm going with the Rams, man. That's funny, man. Like it's so crazy, man, because I called that back in August, man. I said Super Bowl. I'm gonna call it right now. It's gonna be Tennessee versus LA,
Oh
and
man.
we're gonna win it. And it's crazy because man, that game was supposed to go like that. Yeah, but like I said with him with Stafford, he deserved one, man. It's like I wish Phillip would have got his before he left, man. Honestly, but to see certain people, Drew Brees should have got one more. You know what I'm saying? Certain people that you see in the league, but Stafford definitely, man, being up in Detroit, man, trapped in there all them years, and
Yeah,
especially to have this opportunity his first year, so because it's not a place that we visit often, man. I mean, they got a good thing going on over there, but yeah, I think it's time for Stafford to get his, man. I mean, if you got to put it all on the line, I mean, what other game to do it in now? I mean, I think that Jamar Chase and Jalen Ramsey matchup going to be a good one to watch
Yeah,
too.
that's gonna be a great matchup.
yeah, definitely, most definitely. And that's the other thing I didn't say too. Jalen Ramsey, he from the middle 10. He
Mm-hmm.
from middle 10. So, like to see somebody from the home. Go ahead and get that Super Bowl since the home team can't get it. Why not somebody right
Yeah,
there from where I'm from get it?
yeah,
You did.
yeah.
So I'm like, let's go Rams.
Yeah, let's go. And then wouldn't this be the second year back to back the home team won
Mm-hmm.
it in their own stadium?
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah. Let's talk
Uh, the,
about the halftime show though. That's gonna
Oh
be
man.
that's gonna be the
that.
big one.
That's
I
my
can't.
highlight.
Oh look. Speaking on that, okay, I got a good question for you because I asked my wife the same question. She couldn't answer it. So I was listening on the radio today, and they were saying that they had told Mary J that she could sing one song for the halftime show, and the debate was only one song. What would she pick? So if you could have Mary only sing one song, what song would y'all pick for her to sing? It's only one. Then.
The one for Waiting Exhale.
Mm.
The one from Waiting Exhale. How it go? 11 years. I will
Like gonna have
fight.
a singing.
Yeah. That one right there.
Yeah,
Ooh, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Sure, I might be a
yeah.
little sauced up. I might go ahead and, hold my cup up with her. Yeah, girl. So,
Yeah,
You know what? Family Affair is my first thought, but I like that. I like that one. I
man,
like that one.
that's the one right
that's the
there.
Yeah, I
one
like
right
that one.
there. Ain't it? Yeah.
For
Dang.
But
real.
then you thinking like, I don't know, because do you think she want to go that vibe at the Super Bowl or do something that's more
That's why I was thinking
beat?
Family Affair. That's why I was thinking Family Affair. It's a more up
Yeah.
Man,
tempo
it's
kind of.
gonna be that one that Dr. Dre beat that let's get it started
Yeah,
in
that's what I
this
was saying.
dancery. Is that called Family Affair or is that
I
I
think
think
so. I
I
think
think
it's
that
Family
might
Affair.
be, yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
Family Affair.
that's Family Affair. Yeah, it's gonna be that one, but yeah, I
That's what I
say
was thinking.
man, go that vibe. Do Mary. Go old Mary. Give me,
Yeah.
give me Mary. Give me when you was coked out and sad. Give me
Ah
that
man.
Mary. Hell, okay, my bad. My bad. I said too much. My
He
bad.
said,
Right.
he said, hold on, flag on play. He said,
My bad. Like y'all know, Mary was doing some things back in
Hey,
the
man.
"Dang,
day.
that's where that pain came from, ain't it?
Exactly.
Uh-uh.
Shit. Hell, she'll tell you straight
But
up.
yeah, that's gonna be lit, man. When I seen the lineup, I couldn't believe it though, man. The commercial suite, but
Yeah.
that's gonna. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me because maybe it's hip hop and R&B, but I know that's gonna be one of the most iconic,
That's the
halftime shows, isn't it?
It
That's
will
the
be.
thing. That's the thing that sucks for the NFL with Brian Flores. You finally
Uh
put some hip hop in the
yep.
halftime show. You please the culture just to upset the culture
Let us
again.
down.
Man, like they can't. Sometimes it's like y'all be fucking yourselves. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just like that,
All that.
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
that.
Hey,
So
Hey,
yeah.
man,
but
it's a tough world.
yep,
Yeah.
man. But man, that ends the show, man. Can y'all let the guy wear one? Appreciate y'all coming on, man.
Appreciate
Great
you,
show.
man.
Love y'all
Yeah.
insight.
Thank you,
Definitely.
P. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I really do, homie. Straight up.
No doubt. Definitely do
Absolutely,
this
man.
again, man.
And we
But
did it
Hey.
for free too, people. We did it for free. Look at that. That's how P got us right now. You know, he called and I know I hopped on it. So thank you.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, man. I appreciate it. Absolutely, man. Yeah, that's a real one. I respect that though, because you kept you like you said, you keep your word. Like you told the people at
Mhm.
the beginning. I could just attest to that. That's like he keep your word. Like I didn't even see it coming. Honestly, I said I kind of forgot about it. He hit me up, and I
Right.
was like, oh, yeah, I remember talking to her. To go back and look at the message, like, oh yeah, I did.
Hmm.
And so, hey, he keep his word. So if you want to get on here, hit him up. He got you. He'll get you on here. Tighten up, Titan Nation. All love, two-tone blue. Let's do it, man. Year 22. That's the motto. Yeah,
So
let's
for
rock
sure.
with it. Let's take it. 22. We got the best 22. Let's make it the year of 22.
Hey,
That's our motto. Let's get it.
I like that.
Blueski. Hey, before we get off of here, I gotta ask you: Are you in the convenience store right now?
Yeah, man. I just
Oh,
got this joint. This little convenience store. I just bought ready to open up Saturday. I'm in here remodeling and stuff, and just getting the little
okay.
final touches on up in here and stuff.
That's what's up.
Ah,
And
nice. I
for a
like that.
lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
All
sure.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up, dog. Much blessings and man, I hope nothing but good success for you, man.
Hey,
Straight
Appreciate
same
up.
it,
here.
man.
Don't be
Same
taxing them
here.
cigarettes too much. Don't be doing the smokers like that.
No, that only if they're a Jags fan. That's all.
Especially down there.
Yeah.
Right,
But
right.
hey,
Yeah.
let the people know where to follow y'all at again.
Go ahead, Blue.
All right, man. Just hit me up, at Titans Boy 88, capital TITANZ, capital BOI 88.
I
I
am
follow back.
I am at Titan Tabs TITANTABBS on Twitter. I might follow you back and I might not, but if you start talking crap, I'll
Hey,
definitely will video you and yeah, man.
yeah,
Follow me. You
for
know.
sure, for sure. And
Yeah.
man, be sure to check out. I saw it too late, but so check out y'all were hype video that y'all had right at the right teetering right before the playoff game.
Yeah.
That
Shout
was
Yeah,
out
lit.
to Blue. Blue put
That
that
was lit.
together.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see.
that was dope. Blue put that together.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. I'm gonna be putting together a lot of videos too. So, like you said, if you get anybody they want to do it because I want to mingle with a lot of the fans, man. It's cool, if I talk to a big name, but I'm really trying to. I want to grow our fan base. Y'all know what I mean?
Hmm.
And we could do that with the platforms that we have and that we use. So,
Yep.
I just try to use my talents, the platforms, networking, so that we can try to reach as many people because it's a new generation. We got a winning team, so it's like it's a good time to recruit. Get
Yep.
people on the squad. But it also just helps the whole organization as a whole. So I'm gonna be doing videos throughout. So, hit me up if you want to get on there, put you on, show our love for the team. One unit, year 22.
For sure.
We got Titans fans in UK and in Germany. So
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Brazil. Remember the guy from Brazil? Yeah, yeah.
Right. For
yeah.
sure. Definitely. I need to get on, man. Get the Titan YouTubers and podcasters linking and want to go along with the
Already.
fans. Yep.
Heck yeah.
But y'all remember, y'all know y'all can follow me. It's on the bottom line ticker. But for the people are listening, hit LBR Titan up from my Titans page. For my personal account, DAONE_P Shark. Like I said, I got whole podcast network, 3 podcasts. Let's be real, every single Saturday. If you are a Grizzlies fan, Memphis Grizzlies, Ja Morant has a highlight every single night. I have a Grizzlies podcast for you, the Starting 5 podcast. So SB Nation Grizzly Bear Blues blog. Every single Monday we release. And this is a great time. If you're down about the Titans, come on over to the Memphis Grizzlies. We got some exciting times over here in the city of Memphis with the Grizzlies. So
I give you a podcast. Dang.
I'll
Be
be
like you.
I'll be working, man.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Much success, bro. I'm fully support. Like I said, I hop in the truck and I just put you on real talk. So yeah.
Already, man. That's love,
I
man.
definitely appreciate it. Subscribe on YouTube or listen to on any other podcast platform on any other 3 podcasts. But yeah, any podcast on the Let's Be Real Media podcast network as well. So until next time, tighten up.
Tighten up.
You know it?